Hi folks, thank you for tuning in for the first edition of Tuna Pond News. I am Bret and I will be taking you through the news this week. I want to kick it off with a story that might be controversial depending on how you fall on the issue. It's medicinal marijuana here in Iowa. And they are dabbling in it now thanks to Terry Branstad, the Republican governor of the state. There's a story that just came out about the Stump family from Riverside, Iowa. Their 2-year-old daughter has seizures off and on throughout the day. She only sleeps a couple hours a night, and it's a very, very bad situation. Heart goes out to them, and medicinal marijuana seems to help. They're not getting the kid high. They're small doses of cannabis oil that doesn't have the high effect in it. It just has the medicinal in it. Although this is considered a victory here in Iowa, the logistics of it is just a nightmare because they still have to go to Colorado to purchase the marijuana and bring it back here, and that is, they say, at least going to cost them $1,000 to $1,500 each trip between gas and the actual medicine and everything else. We do need better programs. Some people think we need better programs closer to home, but this is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. It might not be your opinion, but it's my opinion. So, on to the next story. Story number 2 this week is from California, Manhattan Beach. A swimmer was attacked by a 7-foot-long shark. And the only reason that is one of the top stories this week is because I am deathly afraid of sharks. I hate sharks. It bit into his side. I don't know if it took a chunk or not. I didn't do too much research on this because I would have probably had some nightmares tonight if I had. And I didn't see any pictures because I definitely would have had some nightmares. But got into his side, latched on. He is fine apparently though. He did not die. He was with some other swimmers, and they got him to safety once they realized that there was a shark. Shark attacks are pretty rare since the 1950s, since they started recording this data. There's only been 101 great white attacks, and only 13 of those led to death. And for our third story this week, we take you live to our correspondent, Bret Royer. Bret, take it from here. Now, as you can see behind me to the port of Burlington, it has taken water, as is the building behind it, which is the Memorial Auditorium. It's seeping into the basement there. They're trying to pump it out as fast as they can to get that taken care of. The barriers are holding around the city. Most parts. Some parts not so well. There was a sewage break on Market Street sewage plant. It did get overwhelmed, the barriers, and some of that sewage did get into the water. They're trying to take care of that. They say it's diluted, so it shouldn't be harmful, but it's still kind of gross. But the water had crested. It crested on Sunday at 23.65 feet, which is 6 inches lower than the worst case projections. So that is very good news. And this 23.65 feet is the third highest in the recorded river history. So, back to you, Bret. Thank you. And might I say you look very handsome today, Bret. And now, here is our other correspondent, Abe.
Thank you, Bret. I am Abe, and today I want to talk about gun control. Big issue is a lot of states have been looking at the recent spikes in gun violence, and many are starting to consider what Connecticut is doing as a fair option. Connecticut law states that they can actually seize your guns if they think you are a harm to yourself or others. They have a hearing within 14 days of the seizure to see if this was a just seizure or not. Gun advocates are saying this is unconstitutional because it does not give the perpetrator, maybe defendant, I don't know what you'd call them in this situation, a chance to uphold their side of the story. We don't get to hear their side, so it's unconstitutional. Do you want my opinion? I know this is a controversial topic, but in my opinion, that is strictly my opinion, I do think that they could be on the right track with this. There are cases, though, there are certain circumstances they need to avoid, such as they do need to hear the other person's side of the story, and they do need to have maybe some medical facts, some other third-person perspective on this, rather than just the police involved. That way we can keep everyone safe and out of harm's way, and we can have everyone still enjoy the pleasures and the fun of shooting guns. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Next, I won't go into too many details because I don't know how you feel about this. I don't know if you side with him, if you side against him, but one of our councilmen here in Burlington named Tim Scott went on a rant at one of our meetings, one of the town hall meetings, and he was pounding tables, and he was yelling, and he was saying bastards, and he was saying damn, and he wouldn't say the F word. He made a point not to say the F word and say that he wasn't saying the F word, but he was still slapping tables, all Justin Hill style. Link in the description below, and let us know what you think. If you like him, if you don't like him. This week at the theaters, we have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes opening up. It's going to be amazing, in my opinion. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know how Abe feels about it. I don't know how Tony back there feels about it. I don't think Abe wants to see it because it doesn't have James Franco, and he's kind of got a big old crush on James Franco. He was in the first one. Also in limited release is Boyhood, which I am personally excited about. It's a new Richard Linklater film, and it has been shot over the span of 12 years, I believe. 5-10 minutes here every year for 12 years. Looks amazing. It follows a kid growing up. Ethan Hawke is the dad. I really want to see it. We're not going to get it at my crappy theater. We're not going to get it at this theater here in town because we're too small of a town, even though we're a huge town. Yes, I want to see that movie. And finally, we have a new 21 coming to town. Everybody get excited. That is it for this week. Tune in next week for some more exciting news that I will be reading personally. I don't know who my guest will be next week. If it's Abe, it's Ashlyn, it's Brittany, it's somebody. I don't know. Gonna have to tune in and see. Like us, subscribe us, whatever. Download us, link us, something. Figure out a way to watch us. newgenreish.com, or just go to the website. Newgenreish. It will be here on the bottom of the screen right here in the video. New genre-ish, or it could go this way. I haven't really decided yet. I don't know. So, it'll be right here flashing. newgenreish.com. Check us out.